Hi there. My name is Afua Tiah, and I am so grateful and happy to be a part of Awakenpedia as a partner. It's so amazing that there is this spiritually minded community. I am an intuitive healer and spiritual coach. I help people to move forward in their life and create and align themselves with what they truly want in life. So that could be, physical things, their health. It could be relationship oriented goals, career. It could be anything. It could be people who are also caregivers, as myself. You're working and helping other people, and it's time to realign, take a break, to get rid of stuff that you've been taking on in your line of work. Anyways, I will get to what it is I do later in the video. I'm already jumping in. But I first, they invite us to share a bit of our awakening journey. And so I would say, most definitely my awakening journey continues to this very moment. But if we're talking about, a major catalyst that started it, that was about 18 and a half years ago. Around that time, I had already started learning energy work. I was working at an energy healing center, witnessing this woman healing tumors from her breast. She was a pharmacist. She didn't want to take the medicine, but her and her husband and my teacher, they were shrinking these tumors. And I had just recently been, tuned into this idea of law of attraction, consciously creating your life. And so that's kind of the foundation where I was in life. I was taking philosophy and psychology in school as well. But what happened out of nowhere, it appeared, this extremely violent attack that I experienced. And I had never experienced anything so brutal. I had definitely never witnessed any kind of hatred to that level in my life. And I still remember the very next day, like with this new awareness that, we somehow create our reality. I was thinking, well, how the hell did I create that? And there was this other voice that kept telling me there's a silver lining in this, there's a silver lining in this. And also at the same time, I almost could see these neural pathways in my mind, because I was learning about neural pathways. It felt like they were drooping, and all the things that told me life was safe and wholesome and great, all of a sudden it was getting replaced, fear, paranoia, grief of, what I had lost. And so anyways, what was the silver lining? Well, it is where I am today. But what happened following that was a lot of diving extremely deep into so many different healing practices, breath work, yoga, shamanic work, did some fire walking, did so many different things, exploring and really applying it to myself, seeing how it worked, and some things shifted for other people. But it was all really about myself at that time. And so another turning point happened was when I started doing DNA activation. We had learnt DNA activation, and that's another type of energy therapy. And it's about clearing, subconscious patterns, karmic, imprints, and things like that. And what I found was all of a sudden there was this barrier around me, because I didn't really realize how toxic of a relationship it was at the time. I didn't realize that. And so there was that major incident, but there was all these other incidents and trouble happening all the time And it's like, why and how? And why is there so craziness? And once I started taking and doing these DNA activation, all of a sudden it was like this invisible barrier that there was maybe some threats, but nothing came close after that. And it's like, okay, that was a major turning point. And so I think it was, maybe 8 to 10 months later, I finally clued in about this relationship. And I finally listened to my intuition that was telling me for years. And I left. And so then, I didn't have any money to my name. But the good thing was I did have family who I had previously isolated from. They were there for me. And then I started putting, again, the practices that I had learned about conscious manifestation, law of attraction, what do I want to feel? What do I want to bring into my life? And lo and behold, I wasn't being held back by this person, but my intuition, I'm not blaming the person. I was not listening to my intuition at that point, before I left that person. Once I left, I was in my flow. And then these things that I had been wanting and wishing for just started coming. I got a car. I got a home I could afford. I got a car. I got a workplace that was filled with very caring people, like the best workplace, and also was able to continue doing energy treatments for people, and got included and become a part of a spiritual community. So anyways, it was about 3 years after I left that person that I ended up meeting my husband. And that was, again, I was feeling, I wanted to experience that. I wanted to experience, just such a loving relationship, and that not just compatibility, but that feeling like, one is zigging and the other is zagging, it's just right on. And so anyways, I met him about 3 years after that. And, I could include, of course, the spiritual awakening journey just keeps going. And, we've got 4 kids together, and my kids are definitely my greatest teachers. Parenting is a major journey. And so that's kind of, in an extremely small nutshell, a big part of how I ended up doing what I do today, and offering treatments for people. I love being a part of retreats. So on Awakenpedia, on my partner profile, you can see that I have what are called energy alignment sessions. And what it is we start kind of where you're at. What's going on with you? What's going great? What's not going so great? It could be just one area of your life that you want to kind of tweak and upgrade, and there's something stuck there, and you can kind of feel that something's stuck there, but you're not maybe sure. Maybe you need clarity. Or it could be like, my whole freaking life's falling apart right now. Everything is chaotic. People come to me in all sorts of ways, and that's fine to show up where you're at, because after what I experienced, I know that it doesn't matter what kind of crap you've been through. What matters is, having that motivation, being willing to learn, being willing to grow, and apply some practices, and we can really create an amazing life. We can really create the life we really deserve. And sometimes that takes getting those things that are telling us we don't deserve that, So there's so many different processes we do in a session. The other thing that we start off with is also identifying your goal, your vision. Where do you want to be? Because that is so important. When we know what our vision is and where we want to go in our life, that's giving the pathway of all the work we do together, and we're putting it toward and aligning you in the inside of you with that, because what we're vibrating with inside is going to be reflected out in the outside. So that's why we get really clear on what it is you want to be feeling in all parts of your life. So what else do I want to say about that is, I do have individual sessions. If you're a new person, you can jump on a call with me where we can kind of get clear on where you're at, where you want to go, what might be hindering you, and see if you want to go forward. And like I do individual sessions, which are good, especially for tune-ups. But when you're first starting, it's highly recommended to do, 3 to 6 sessions, spread out a couple weeks apart each time, giving you time to integrate the work we do. I also just started offering couples sessions. So in the next little while, there's a discount for those. So if that's something you're interested in, again, this is somehow, it has some appeal over just counseling, because we're clearing out the emotions, we're clearing out the energetic entanglement, which can be causing some of the issues and why we're not connecting and being able to get that really intimate, loving connection. And also aligning with the vision each of you have for your future. I am also looking forward. I'm looking at some dates to offer my first event on Awakenpedia. I love doing group energy transmissions. And again, it's all about clearing out those limiting beliefs, clearing out patterns, imprints, anything that's holding us back, and then calling in what we do need. And it's really amazing how much we can shift in a short period of time, whether it's in a one-on-one session or even in a group session. It's really amazing what we can do. And so for that reason, I am so thankful to have Awakenpedia as a platform, as a forum. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you've got any questions, feel free to message me. And many blessings in love and light. Thank you.